Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chikamne here. I like to think of myself as the Indiana Jones of Africa, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a full tour of inside the St. Paul's Cathedral in Abidjan. For those of you who may not know, this building is one of the most unique architectural buildings in the world, not just in Africa, in the world, and that's facts. It was designed by Italian architect Aldo Spirito, who was particularly handpicked by the first president of Ivory Coast, President Houphouët Boigny. Guys, this building has no pillars. What you're looking at is one of the largest structures in the world that doesn't have any pillars. Like, how many churches or buildings do you know in the world that are this big and are pillarless? It's such a unique design for the time that it was created. This building was actually completed in 5 years, between 1980 to 1985, and there's so much of the architecture that just gives very modern for the time that it was created. But let's go. So you're looking at these 7 beams. These 7 beams actually run through the entire building, and these are the things that single-handedly support this building. Like, you know, that mat that we never used in school? Yeah, this is what they use them for. Special shout out to my guide, Mr. Williams. This was actually a free tour, a free walking tour, and we're going into the church now. And yeah, I met him on freetours.com. So yeah, we are inside the church now. One of the first things that you learn as you come into this church is, right from the name, is that it was dedicated to St. Paul. And you would see, for those of you who might not be familiar with St. Paul, he was the apostle that was radically transformed, and his name was changed from Saul to Paul.
St. Paul. If you're Christians, you know that before he became Paul, his name was Saul, who was persecuting Christians in those days. So this church was dedicated to him.
You would see that right from the entrance of the church, his letters on the wall of the church, right beneath the stained glass piece titled Storms of Galilee. Something we're also going to be talking about more, because every stained glass in the church has a very significant meaning. While most of them are more biblical leaning, there are some of them that do tell stories of African history. Let's keep exploring. So you're looking at the stained glass that depicts the baptism of Jesus Christ at the River Jordan. It's pretty poetic that they positioned it just by where they carry out baptism for babies. And if you just continue to look towards the left as we move on, you would see where the graves of the first and second cardinals of this cathedral are. And not far off from it are also their chairs, which, according to Catholicism, as I was told here, their seats are not reused. They're never to be reused, so they just keep them here. Oh, and these are the confession boxes. I learned they're no more in use because confession is now done in person. So let's keep on exploring the church. I would have to admit that the altar was probably one of my favorite places, and it had a lot to do with the mural or the stained glass.
The Holy Spirit fell down from his horse.
I also feel I'm going to take every opportunity to remind you guys that these are the beams that run through the entire church. There are 7 beams, and that is what is holding up this church architecturally. Being a Christian, observing, I could appreciate the art, and there's one particular stained glass that you guys didn't get to see, and I'm really gutted that you did not, because it depicts the history of the first evangelists that came from Europe to Ivory Coast, and they experienced a flourishing and wealthy in the sense of agriculture and things of that nature in Ivory Coast, and that was put on the glass of this church. It was commemorated here.
Why should you see that?
I hope you've enjoyed my tour. I really hope you enjoyed my tour, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. Keep on supporting. I'm all about traveling to learn, traveling to educate. And so the more you subscribe, the more you share my videos, the more you like, the more you subscribe to this, the more you support this movement. So thank you very much for watching. Keep watching. As usual, as I would say, this is not the end of the video, so keep watching. But thank you for watching regardless, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. If we came on our own to visit, it wouldn't be the same.
No, it wouldn't be the same. In fact, it was this morning I saw your message, not yet.
So that's why I kept messaging you like last, because I was
This morning I
I was worried that
no,
you.
this morning I saw the message. That's why I called.
Okay.
Usually I send message, I SMS.